philosophy support that. You guys, we got a lot of people here. We got almost as many people in the Congress that have vote numbers. All right, let me introduce you. First, thanks for being here. And we're going to generate a lot of solar energy, so stay tuned. Mary Salas, to my left. I'm sure you know everybody. Marty Block, right behind me. Mary Jerry Sanders, to my right. Pam Slater-Price, supervisors, and Supervisor Diane Jacob, and Marty Henry. So, first of all, thanks for being here. This is really important. This is a bipartisan issue, a kind of California first stimulus. This program called PACE is a lending program from local banks in cooperations with cities and counties that will create jobs, foster energy independence, lower utility bills, and fix the environment. I mean, it's a win for everybody. And we don't have to wait for Washington. Unfortunately, right in the midst of this recession, this program is being strangled by these big behemoths, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, who now are running so scared they don't recognize a great deal when they see it. And this is a great deal for San Diego and for California and for America. And that's why so many different cities and counties all over the country are joining in. And this allows people to borrow, use the credit of the local jurisdiction, and get energy efficiency, water conservation, or solar energy installed. And that puts people to work, like some of the workers you see behind me, hard hats, other people. This is such a great opportunity that I just an hour ago wrote a personal letter to President Obama and said, please do everything in your power to reverse this ill-conceived and what we claim is an illegal decision interfering with the rights of California and the city of San Diego and the county of San Diego. So that's our program. We're confident we're going to win if we just get everybody behind it. Now, and I'm very appreciative for everyone being here on such short notice. And now I'd like to introduce Mayor Sanders.
Now we see all that experience is good for even hooking up mics. Thank you very much, Attorney General. Good afternoon. After about 18 months ago, we began work on a program that we knew would add hundreds, if not thousands, of green jobs at every level in San Diego. It would mean reduced greenhouse gas emissions and lower energy costs for our residents. The program, which we dubbed San Diego Clean Generation, would make energy efficiency, renewable energy, and water conservation upgrades affordable for many San Diegans who are put off by the high upfront costs of these improvements. The program would make it financially feasible to put solar panels on your roof, even if you weren't planning on staying in the house for the next 20 years. The bottom line is the PACE programs are in line with everyone's priorities of creating new jobs, fostering growth in clean technology industry, and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. The President wants them, our state wants them, and judging by the enormous interest that we've seen, San Diego wants it also. And yet these programs are in peril from the bureaucratic inertia at the federal level from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and the Federal Housing Finance Authority. Together, state, local, and government, local governments have invested millions of dollars in setting these programs up, believing we had the full support of everyone from the President on down to our neighborhoods. On the eve of the implementation for the city of San Diego, warnings from Freddie and Fannie stopped these programs in their tracks. For about a month now, we've been trying to get through to FHFA, Fannie, and Freddie to tell them to get out of the way of these great programs. We understand they're burned by their own risky practices in the mortgage crisis, but to turn around and halt these incredibly beneficial programs with no sound basis in fact is exactly the wrong response. The fact is the risk to mortgage lenders of these programs is practically nil. They should no more be stopped than we should stop any special assessment that goes on your property bill. Yet our efforts to engage FHFA to find out what they need to be confident in these programs have been fruitless. And because these efforts have been rebuffed, we applaud the Attorney General. Thank you very much for seeking to compel the discussion in court. The federal government needs to get its act together and get the bureaucracy behind these programs that support our national priorities. Our clean energy future depends on it. And once again, thank you very much.
Thank you. This is the lawsuit. It's I think it's a very powerful action, and it's based on not only state law, but it's also based on federal law. So we say these agencies have broken their own law, and they've also violated California state law. So we hope we can win in court, but we hope even more that the president will intervene and the agencies will turn around, reverse their decision, and let San Diego get this green jobs program going. It's just a great idea. You heard it from the mayor. Can't put it better than that. Okay, let's hear from Pam Slater-Price, the supervisor. I called her first, and she was only too ready to jump in.
Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank very much our Attorney General, Jerry Brown, for coming forward with this and initiating this lawsuit, however reluctantly. It's his preference to get the job done otherwise, outside of court, but if we need to do it, that's the action we'll have to take. At a time when our utilities companies are finding themselves unable to meet their renewable energy demand, at a time when we need to promote new jobs and a new industry, at a time when the public in 13 of our cities and the unincorporated areas of the county of San Diego have been waiting for the launching of this program, at a time when the Obama administration is encouraging less dependence on foreign oil, the Federal Housing Finance Agency announces it will not buy or sell home mortgages for properties enrolled in the municipal solar financing programs known as PACE. PACE assessments are not loans. They are property tax assessments that stay with the property in the event of a sale, just like assessments for fire districts, hospitals, and underground utilities. My constituents have been eagerly awaiting for this program. Rooftop solar and other energy-efficient measures have the real potential to make the American economy robust again, and more importantly, to make the San Diego County employment situation much better. Just look at the people gathered here. They all want to have this job. Members of the San Diego County Congressional Delegation, listen to the voices of your constituents who are speaking to you today and eagerly looking forward to the jobs and energy savings made possible with the PACE program. It's time for these agencies to quit fighting about who's going to get your last dollar and start doing the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you. It's really well to note here, we're not talking about taxpayers' money. We're not talking about waiting for some bailout from Washington. We're not even talking about waiting for their stimulus. This is San Diego up. San Diego taking its own destiny in its hands and doing something real important, and other cities and counties around the country and around the state doing the same thing. So I hope they hear this in Washington. Don't strangle San Diego and a great program for green energy. So with that, Diane Jacobs, Supervisor.
Thank you, Jerry Brown, and thank you for coming to San Diego and joining with all of us and all of you who are here. I believe the federal officials in Washington are confused. It would not be the first time. I don't think they understand the difference between an assessment and a loan. This is clearly an assessment on the property tax rolls, and that's what makes this program enticing, because people who want to do solar rooftops or under the CalFirst program, which the county is engaged in along with 13 other cities and waiting for these approvals, that you can actually use the program for weatherization. No upfront cost. You pay on your property tax bills, and the money on the property tax goes with the property so